tell you, Harold, I'm surprised you gave round 10 to Camacho. That looked like a Haugen round to me. Apparently, the people in Hector Camacho's corner told him that round 12 was coming up. This is round 11, not round 12. Hector is more aware of the circumstances than are his trainer Rudy Mata and the others around him there.
Well, maybe they're trying to get two good 12th rounds out of Camacho. Apparently his corner isn't worried about a hometown decision. Maybe they're right, maybe they're not, but I don't know why you would want to take a chance with so much at stake for Camacho to let a fight be as close as this might be.
Stranger things have happened in Las Vegas than a Greg Haugen decision here.
Greg Haugen, with his conditioning, with his effort, has given himself the best chance to win. Camacho, by having weight problems, didn't give himself his best chance to win, and consequently, this is more of a fight than it figured to be.
Between Hector Camacho and Greg Haugen. Camacho knocked Haugen down in the third round and dominated much of the fight, but Haugen, with superior conditioning, has begun to chase Camacho concertedly over the course of the last 2 rounds and may be hoping to eke out a close decision in his hometown. Hector Camacho has never lost in his career. Greg Haugen, a former 2-time lightweight champion, could easily have gone the rest of his career without getting an opportunity like this one. With the short blow. Stops Haugen for a second. But Haugen continues now relentlessly to stalk the Macho Man.
Greg Haugen is sniffing a monumental upset for himself here.
You're right. You're right. 3 minutes, new champion.
You got 3 minutes. You got 3 minutes. Okay. 3 minutes. You can do it. You goddamn right. You can do it.
Hey, Daddy, if you just go non-special.
Okay. You're far enough ahead. Counted him. You won that round big. These people, the crowd is a little bit slow.
Macho time.
Throw it.
Con huevos, cabrón.
Do it with.
Con huevos.
Do it with all you got, baby.
Huevos ahorita. Just stay right in his face. Like you're in telephone booth. 3 minutes. New champion.
I think it would be a pretty good idea for Camacho to win this round if he wants to win this fight. Harold Letterman and I disagree on that.
Padilla is wasting a lot of seconds here, and now Camacho decides to begin the aggression. Padilla takes a point away from Camacho in what could be a monumental turn of events. If this fight is close, that's a big moment.
Jim, I missed it. What happened? Why did he do that?
I don't know why Padilla was holding the 2 fighters apart, but he wasn't allowing them to start, and Camacho got impatient and went ahead and hit Haugen 3 or 4 times. And Carlos Padilla just took a point away from Hector Camacho.
Harold Letterman, what is your view? What happened there?
Jim, Carlos Padilla wanted him to touch gloves at the start of the round. It's traditional in boxing. Hector Camacho walked in and whacked Greg Haugen. And Padilla thought it was a dirty tactic on his part and took a point away for illegal tactics.
I've never seen that, but what it effectively does is neutralize the knockdown advantage that Camacho had earlier in the fight.
Listen to the crowd. This is Greg Haugen's wildest dream. This is what he hoped for. What can he do in the next minute and a half to make it pay off? As a 5-1 underdog 5 years ago, Greg Haugen upset Jimmy Paul in this particular arena to win the World Championship for the first time. He talked about that yesterday. He said he wasn't scared of being a 7-1 underdog against Hector Camacho because he's tasted success under these circumstances on this very ring before. Both fighters are tired, but it is Camacho who is staying away and Haugen who's pressing the action.
It's interesting that in a fight in which Camacho did very little leading and showed in many rounds not an eagerness to really punch, that coming out for the 12th round and throwing a punch could cost him the fight.
As we come down to the end, remember the three things that could make a difference in a close fight. The knockdown in round 3 when Camacho put Haugen on his back for only the second time in his career. The point taken away from Camacho at the beginning of round 12 for punching before touching gloves. And the fact that this is Greg Haugen's hometown with a wildly enthusiastic crowd behind him. And Camacho gets in one more blow to the chest after the bell.
Close fight. Close.
Larry, I think win or lose, this is a big night for Greg Haugen.
Well, it gives him a reason to go on, gives him hope that he'll be able to make more money at this game. He doesn't have too many more big fights left. But you wonder what this means for Camacho, whether this could ruin his sought-for big money fight with Chavez.
And this was a rehearsal for the Chavez fight.
Right. I mean, who could have imagined Chavez in there tonight? But, of course, Camacho tried to calibrate his training for the caliber of opponent, but he may have misjudged it, and that's the danger in doing that.
Let's take a look back now at what happened at the beginning of the 12th round. And you see the inordinately long delay while Padilla waited for the two fighters to touch gloves, and there went Camacho.
The irony of that is, Jim, I don't think Camacho landed a punch. How can you take a point away when it looked like Camacho didn't even land anything there? Harold, how do you have it?
Well, Larry, very, very close. I got it 114, 112 Hector Camacho, basically because I didn't think Greg Haugen did enough in rounds 7, 8, 9, and 10. But let me tell you, I wouldn't argue either way. It's a darn close fight. Very close fight.
Jim, I have it scored a draw. 5-5-2.
And now let's go to ring announcer Michael Buffer to see what the three judges thought.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a split decision. Here's the official scoring. Dalby Shirley scores the bout 114 to 112 for Camacho. Bill McConkey scores the bout 114 to 112. He has it for Haugen. Art Laurie scores the bout 114 to 113 for the winner by split decision here at Caesar's Palace.